Hello my friends and welcome back to another video where today we'll be discussing how many episodes will season 1 of Lord of the Rings on Prime have. So ever since the show was first announced in late 2017, many figures have been floating around about how many episodes the show will have. 8, 10, 12, 20 etc. Therefore, what we will be doing today is discussing each possible number and evaluate which one is most likely for season 1. All legit information provided will be sourced correctly and I'll leave links to them in the description below. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Earlier I mentioned 4 figures, 8, 10, 12 and 20. And I think the best figure to start off with is the infamous 20 episodes for season 1 rumour. This has been around the place for a while now, and if you don't know, Tolkien scholar Tom Shippey, in an interview with the German Tolkien Society all the way back in 2019, said, quote, "There's supposed to be 20 episodes for the first season, so until they decided what the end is going to be, they can't start filming," end quote. So that is where the figure has come from, and of course it has come from a reputable figure like Thomas Shippey, so of course it is fine why so many people believe this rumour. But in the same interview, he says stuff like, quote, "I know very little about the project anyway, and quote, though I don't know what their timetable is." So, do I believe season 1 will have 20 episodes? Of course not. But do I think Mr. Shippey is wrong? I don't as well. So you must be wondering, how does that make any sense? I showed those quotes on purpose from Thomas Shippey, as it shows that he does not know everything that is going on around the production, and he even said, quote, "I know very little about the project anyway." We have known for a while now that Amazon will be potentially filming season 1 and season 2 back to back. And as Shippey has not been told a lot about the quote production, as he stated in the interview previously, he could have meant 20 episodes for season 1 and season 2. Maybe this is the vital bit of context which has been forgotten and probably makes that statement and figure of 20 episodes from Shippey make a lot more sense. Then, we can probably presume if Shippey meant 20 episodes for season 2 and season 1, as they are both being filmed back to back in New Zealand, then doesn't that mean season 1 will have 10 episodes and season 2 likewise, so that figure of 20 episodes is effectively split between the 2 seasons? Well, the most realistic and most verified figure so far is in fact instead 8 episodes. So how does that make any sense? But firstly, let's go through all the information and snippets that basically verify this figure of 8 episodes for season 1 of the show. The most recent update is from Deadline, from the Wayne Chi Yip article and announcement, where the writer who had the actual press release from Amazon said, quote, "The Lord of the Rings first 8 episode season is expected to launch on Prime Video later this year." Then coincidentally, when Amazon released Wayne Yip's involvement, they also on the clapperboard for the announcement had the figure of 8 next to the name. Again probably suggesting season 1 will have 8 episodes. Also, according to TV Guide a few years ago, who often get access to corporate events at places and companies like Amazon Studios etc, said, quote, "Amazon also announced the episode count for the first season, confirming it will span 8 episodes, end quote. So it looks like as of now, season 1 will have 8 episodes. But does this mean season 1 will have 8 episodes and then season 2 have 12 episodes, so that covers all 20 episodes? I am not too sure. There could have been also a scenario where Shippey was told earlier in 2019 that the figure of 20 episodes was real, but now it's been nearly 2.5 years since then, so things could have easily changed. So that leaves the figure of 10 episodes. Well, that is the standard episode count for television shows generally, and we know Game of Thrones had this many episodes for the first few seasons as well. The only way I can make this figure possible for the Lord of the Rings on Prime show is that there could be a scenario that the 2 pilot episodes, which were filmed by J.A. Bayona in the 2020, which of course didn't take the entirety of 2020 due to hiatuses etc, but these 2 pilot episodes could not be included in the season 1 episode count and act more as a standalone start to the series in general, and not just season 1 but the entirety of the show. It has been rumoured, but I haven't heard it myself, so it isn't from me, but from various other sources there have been rumours going around that episode 1 and 2 will basically be a feature length movie and an hour and a half each. So technically you have the first 2 episodes which will sort of be like a standalone film, and then you have the first 8 episodes of season 1. Adding that 8 and 2 together makes effectively 10 episodes. But everything I have said in the last few minutes is pure speculation, and please take it with the tiniest pinch of salt, as I have nothing to back up or validate this theory. Just some fun speculation as we have nothing else to do. So just to quickly recap that if you didn't understand, so that means the first 2 pilot episodes J.A. Bayona did in 2020 will not count in the season 1 episode count, but that means that season 1 will have 8 episodes, and then you add on the 2 pilot episodes from J.A. Bayona, which makes 10 episodes. To recap, it's been pretty much confirmed now that season 1 will probably be 8 episodes, and episode length is an entirely different discussion and video. If Amazon, the showrunners and the team behind Lord of the Rings on Prime believe 8 episodes is enough to tell the first chapter of the Lord of the Rings on Prime series and Second Age, then we should have to wait and see what comes of it. If they are confident in it, then that's perfectly fine, and I am confident as well. Personally though, I prefer and have always preferred 10 episodes for shows, as I believe that is the perfect balance between not having enough time for a television show and having too much time for episodes, which can create a lot of unnecessary filler. I also gave a scenario earlier where the show for season 1 could still have 10 episodes. Also, I believe we can put that 20 episodes in season 1 to rest now, as remember that was from 2019 and I've explained the other reason why it's so unlikely. Let me know in the comments below how many episodes you expect season 1 of Lord of the Rings on Prime to have. Quickly, here is a poll that I created yesterday on my Twitter, and this is before I uploaded this video, so they wouldn't have all people voting, wouldn't have the context that I have given you now, and the results were that 60.3% of people thought the show will have 8 episodes, 29% thought 10, 6% thought 12, and finally 4% rightly thought 20. And also, I think I've not clarified enough where I got 12 episodes from. The 12 episode bit is from the fact that if season 1 is to have 8 episodes, and Thomas Shippey said that they'll be filming season 1 and season 2 have 20 episodes, then that must mean that season 2 must have 12 episodes, as 12 add 8 equals 20. But enough of that maths now. Thank you guys for watching as usual, I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, but until the next video my friends, goodbye.